Welcome to the Freelance Unlocked Behind the Scenes series, where I'm showcasing the amazing people who will be at a Freelance Unlocked Conference, the first and the best conference for freelancers that is made with love, and it'll take place in Berlin on May 14th, 15th, 2025. If you are a freelancer in Europe, it's an event made for you to learn, exchange experiences, and build your network of great freelancers and experts who move the freelance economy forward. So go to freelanceunlocked.com and grab your ticket right away. My name is Yuri. I'm a community builder at Freelance Unlocked, and my guest is Chiara Bachmann, a business consultant and certified life coach who helps freelancers and entrepreneurs build businesses that align with their lives. So, hello, Chiara.
Hello, Yuri. Thank you so much for having this interview today and for spilling the tea somewhat on what we're going to talk about and at the Freelance Unlocked 2025. I can't wait.
Yes, the idea is for people to meet you before the conference, go and connect with you, have this conversation, and get the most value even before May. So let's start with the first question. Tell me, how are you connected with the freelance world?
Yes, as you already said, I'm a business consultant and I'm also a certified life coach. And well, my clients are also freelancers. So I'm working with a lot of people who are thriving in freelance businesses and who also have some challenges in their businesses and also in their lives. So I'm very connected to them and support them in improving their businesses and also their lives. Because to me, everything is sort of connected. But there are also some parts where it's probably more of an advantage to have it more separate. So this is also one thing I'm going to talk about in my workshop or in my speech. And yeah.
Sometimes it feels like people are asking for help when they got stuck. So I'm curious, from your experience, at what point of their personal and professional life freelancers come to you?
Well, they come to me, usually they are already some years in their businesses, like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and they already have a pretty established business. They have great clients, they are earning good money with their businesses. They have profit margins. Of course, they can be extended and can be improved in some ways. So the business side is already pretty good. Their schedules are packed, but the life side is lacking. So they are head over heels in their businesses and they are so passionate. They love what they do, but they are not able to make time for the things that are also important for them besides their business. Speaking of having time for themselves, speaking of having time for their friends and families, for their hobbies, and also for other big life goals or big life visions, so to say. So at that point, they have already this great business, but the life side, they were putting it in the last years and months behind. So to say, they schedule their life around their business. And my
Yeah.
approach is to make it the other way around, to design your life, to design your business around your life. And well, not to say, okay, this is my work schedule and I have these sort of projects and I have these sort of goals. And then maybe I can make time
Mm.
for myself and maybe I can make time for my friends and family. So, yeah, this is where they are, and we're working through it. We're also adjusting, of course, things and processes and structures in their business, but also working on their inner state of mind regarding life and business and how it is intertwined. Yeah.
Sounds like they are trying to regain control of their life back then. So not just work, 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 but work, life, 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 work, work, work. So something like that. We'll definitely come back to this a little later. But for now, what is your quick take on the freelance economy and how it will develop in the near future?
Yes. Well, my take on that is I see that the whole economy needs more flexibility. There's demand for flexibility. And also, there is sort of demand for more proactive people who also want to, well, bring in other perspectives who are really moving forward things. And I can see that in people who are doing freelance work and
Mm.
who are building freelance businesses. So, in my opinion, in the next years, there will be a huge demand for freelancers, well, from the economy side. So, in my opinion, if you're willing to be proactive and to create your own life, to create your own business, and to make an impact, it's such a great way to work as a freelancer and build freelance businesses.
You know, as they say that entrepreneurs are driving the economy forward and freelancers are still entrepreneurs that are still building their businesses. It's just freelance business. So I totally get what you're talking about. And I'm curious, give me a sneak peek into what you'll be talking about on the Freelance Unlocked stage.
Yes, definitely. So, I'm going to be talking about why you should forget the typical work-life balance and how you can instead create your freelance business around your life. So, what I was already introducing beforehand, that it's about the fact that you have to be aware of the fact that you're not just a freelancer, that you're not just a business owner, so that you also have your private life. And you have to make it intertwined. And in my workshop, we will be directly working on how you can move that forward. We will be making a life audit and we will also going to audit your business structures and your several business divisions as a freelancer. And we're going to be speaking about how you can improve both to merge it even more and to adjust it to your very own needs, to your wishes, to your goals. Yes.
So in the beginning, you told that people who are usually coming to you, they already built some kind of a freelance business, and now they want to get control of their life back. So I'm curious, is it possible to start building freelance business with creating your, like as you've told, around your life, not other way around?
Yes. So you're talking about, is it also possible up from the beginning to
Yeah,
to move it that way and not just build your freelance business in the first place and then see, okay, I don't have
life.
any time for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I think it's possible, but what you need is awareness for it. And you have to be willing to, yeah, to sort of balance it both. Yeah. Most people, and also that was true for me, most people, they are head over heels in their businesses, in their freelance businesses beforehand. They are so excited and they are so passionate about what they are doing, so that they are sort of forgetting about all other aspects in life. They are sort of, well, down prioritizing other areas in life, like friends, sometimes also family, their own health, sleep, and movement, all that basic stuff. So I would say you have to be aware that you want to build something that is also able to support your private life. And when you're aware of it, you can already adjust the several areas in your freelance business, like the marketing area, the sales area, the finances area, the back office, also your very own project management, and also, of course, your own operations division. You have to adjust it to that state of mind or to that philosophy. And then it's possible, in my opinion.
You know, when to understand if something really works, you usually have some kind of a metrics. You need to track something, you need to check something. So I'm curious, how can freelancers measure whether their business is aligned with their life goals?
Well, when you say measure, for me, it's also always a thing of numbers. It's always related to sort of a scale. And well, it's pretty hard to measure quality of life and these sort of things. But when I'm thinking about my very own life and how I am doing it, for myself, I do something I call a weekly reflection. And I do it on Sundays. It's like a Notion page for me, with this pretty small database. And there I have several areas of life and areas of business in it. So you can find areas there like my relationship, also relationship to myself. You can find there like my hobbies, activities, my lifestyle, family and friends, but also business areas as well. So like operations, the way I'm working with other people, with my very own clients, and the finances area, my own visibility, and these sort of things. And every Sunday, I'm ranking that. So I'm giving it a number on a scale from 1 to 10, how happy I am with that specific area regarding the last week. Doing that on a weekly basis, of course, is pretty tight, but you could also be doing it on a monthly basis or quarterly, or even just starting out doing it one time a year would also be great. But that also shows me how is it connected, how is everything connected between my business and also my personal life. And sometimes I find pretty interesting things, like there is a lot of stuff going on in my business, but also there is a lot of stuff going on the private hand side. And this combination mostly makes me pretty happy. So this probably can be one way of measuring it.
You know, there is this series called Severance when you are people who are coming to a job, they are going through the elevator and they have two different personalities. One personality is at home, another personality is at work. And those personalities do not know each other. So basically, a person at home doesn't know what people do at work, and person at work doesn't know who is this person at home. But it's impossible, okay, for now, at least for now, it's impossible to do it in the real world. And I totally understand from what you've told that your personal life impacts your business life and vice versa. How to find the best combination of personal and business life to ensure that it helps each other so that both sides work together.
Yeah. I think in the first place, you really have to ask yourself, what do you want from this life?
Yeah, it's a good question.
So this question might sound so broad and so big and so hard to answer sometimes. And it also changes. Things change, it's usual. But I think you have to get pretty clear on what your life goals are and what you want to have out of this life, because I believe we only get one, and someday there will be a day where we are not able to do things anymore that we could be doing right now. So
Yeah.
ask yourself, what is it that you really want, but not just on this scale of big goals, big visions. So also on the state of how do you want your everyday life to look like? And does your everyday life make you happy? Yes or no? And to design that, to be proactive, and also to sort of think outside of the box and really ask yourself, what is supporting me as a person and what makes me happy? And is it probably being outside, being with other people? Is it movement? Is it traveling? What are the things that really spark your soul?
Mm.
And then knowing that and allowing yourself to have that in your life, even if you are building that business, or more to say, especially because you are building a business. Because I think really when you're happy in yourself and when you're a happy person designing proactively a happy life, you are better in your job, you are better in your business, you are more able to call on all your resources, on your intelligence, you are more able to make bigger moves, to be bolder, to be more creative. And then the private hand side also influences the freelance business side, because you're relaxed, you moved yourself, you slept well, you ate pretty good, you have personal connections which make you happy. And then you can also bring this into creating something great on the business hand side and also for your very own clients. When I took good care of myself, I can be the better business consultant for my clients. This is what I'm finding.
I'm talking to many freelancers, and one thing that I hear a lot is that when you are working on your business, it's very hard to stop. It's very hard to go for a walk. It's very hard to read a book or to, I don't know, even during weekends, freelancers are usually working. They always doing something. So, and what I hear is that I don't have enough time. I have to do this thing right now. I can't do a pause. So, what should freelancers do with this thing that I don't have enough time?
So this is, to be honest, one of the number one questions my clients are coming to me. I don't have enough time and I'm not able to balance it all. And I already said there is this philosophy that I'm working with. It's called create your business around your life. And there are several principles that support this philosophy. And one of the principles I'm also, of course, following myself is called 100% work, 100% play. And it says that you should try, of course, to be with your mind and your thoughts where your feet are right now. So that means that right now I'm 100% in my mind and with my thoughts with you in this interview right now. So that being said, that sounds so easy, but it's so hard to implement it. But what helps me to implement it, it's my structures. It's the way that I structure my very own business. It's the way I structure my week. It's the way that I'm structuring my week also in the way where I'm making enough time for myself and I'm serious with those boundaries. I'm serious with myself, with my own team, with my clients, and also with other people. So that means that when I'm working on a project, I'm 100% there. And this also means that I'm 100% focused on that. And when my mom is calling, I am taking the phone and I'm saying, "Nice to hear you, mom. Can I call you back later?" And then I will call her back later. Or sometimes she's WhatsApping me and, "Can we call?" And I'm like, "No, mom, not right now. I'm calling you back when I'm having my lunch break."
Yeah.
So that being said for the business part, but it also applies to the parts that I'm defining as my private part. For example, the weekends or after work. I'm really unplugging from my business. I'm closing my laptop. I'm closing my office doors. I'm shutting down my email program. I'm leaving my work phone in my office. I'm really designing these boundaries for myself and I'm really serious about them. And these boundaries, these structures are helping myself being a better boss for myself. So probably you know that we all have this inner voice in ourselves like you have to make this even more perfect. You have to work more hours on this and that. Blah blah blah. This inner voice, I call it or I call this inner voice my inner boss.
Yeah.
I can train myself on being a better boss for myself. And this also supports me in making a better time management for myself.
What is one thing, like one small step freelancers can take right away to build their business around their life?
I would say do a conscious weekly planning. Not on Monday morning, not on Sunday evening. Do it on Friday afternoon, right before you're going to shut down the work week. Plan out your next week and not start with all the business projects and all the things that need to be done for the business, because you could probably fill more than one life with work. But what we have to do first is to check in with yourself. How are you right now? How are you on Friday afternoon? Are you feeling pretty well? Are you happy about the week and what happened? Do you feel very drained? Do you feel like, okay, in the next week, I need to take it a bit slower? Do I need some more recharge phases for myself? How do you feel? So, it also can be in the form of writing down one or two sentences how I'm feeling right now. And this is the starting point of how to plan out your next week. When you did that honest check in with yourself, ask yourself, what do you want to do in the next week for yourself on a private basis? Do you want to be for yourself and do something for your very own? Do you want to meet people? Do you want to be more active? What is it? What are you craving? Plan that, schedule it, and treat it like a very big business meeting. So make it serious and also take care of it. Let not take anyone else take away this meeting for yourself away from you. So this is the first thing. Plan something, or it's basically the second thing. Plan something for yourself and then have an idea of how do you want the next week to look like on a strategic level and on an operational level for your business, and then set a focus for it, for the strategic level and for the operational level. And going on from that, schedule out your next week So that can be a really great way of starting out and of creating your business around your life.
You know, Chiara, I wish to have the sky as the limit, but time is the limit. So the final question, what would you say to your friend if they asked you whether they should go to the Freelance Unlocked?
First and foremost, for myself, I really love offline events. I love working online and love having chats online, but meeting people offline and connecting with people in offline conferences and events has such a special magic to me. It's a great way of learning, of connecting, and of just having a really, really good time besides all the operational business things. So when you're up for the combination of meeting great people and learning new stuff and extending your network, I think that would be a pretty great event for you.
And what is the best way to connect with you even before the conference?
Of course, connect with me through social media. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram as well. And yeah, just say hi. Please drop a message and let's connect beforehand.
Chiara, thank you so much for sharing your experience even before the conference. And I can't wait to meet you in person and learn even more from you at Freelance Unlocked.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the time and also for your great questions. And I also can't wait for May 2025.
Thank you very much. And for those who listen, I hope you learn from Chiara's experience and say thank you to her in person at the Freelance Unlocked Conference on May 14th, 15th, 2025 in Berlin. So go to freelanceunlocked.com, grab your ticket and meet you there.